top secret lab. Dozens of machines that look exactly like human beings. All identical.
Welcome to my castle. It's good to see you again, Talon.
For a bioengineer, you make one hell of a ventriloquist.
The devices on my head are galvanic skin detectors. They interface directly with my brain and let me communicate.
Talon, is it our intelligent?
Does that pose a problem I am not aware of, Agent Sandoval?
It shouldn't. Security will not allow anyone into our secured area, including Talon.
I assume Talon is visiting Sparrow again.
That is correct.
Talon had the right idea in moving Sparrow's research forward. He just did not understand the proper application of that research.
When are you planning to inform Talon about the enhancements you made to Sparrow's research in your biosurrogate program?
After President Thompson and the Joint Chiefs endorsed the program.
Say cheese.
I formed a partnership with our Intelligent because of Sparrow. With the help of Talon Science, he has been able to break the barrier in computer-aided assistive technology for the disabled.
Software for the human brain, downloaded into virtual experience conduits.
Conduits?
Vehicles, light years ahead of this four-wheeled dinosaur I use. My software allows the transfer of an individual's identity out of their bodies. All their memories, ideas, perceptions, their consciousness.
Into what?
A piece of Geridian-inspired hardware.
You can't be serious.
Talon technology only allowed Sparrow to proceed so far. However, with information taken from the Geridian replicant, we have been able to manufacture humanoid biosurrogates.
They are the companions. Aliens come to Earth on a mission of peace. Their true mission, the secrets they hide, forever alter humanity. Caught in the struggle between these Talon companions and the human resistance is Liam Kincaid. A man who's more than human. The mysteries of his past hold the key to Earth's future and the fate of mankind. On Earth, final conflict.
What happened here?
the biosurrogates has been activated.
I thought it could only be activated when a human consciousness is downloaded into it.
Or if exposed to a sudden burst of energy. That's why this facility is shielded against electromagnetic radiation, photoelectric emissions.
Then what the hell went wrong?
This man disrupted the shielding by taking a flash picture.
What programming was installed in the missing biosurrogate?
Along with its ANS programming, the full complement of Juridian weaponry, including language and enemy recognition array.
ANS?
Autonomic nervous system instincts like feed, fight, and flight. And without a human consciousness to guide it, I'm loath to predict what might happen. With the technology downloaded from the Juridian replicant, I was able to take my research on assistive technology for the disabled into a whole new realm.
Has the procedure been tested yet?
We're about to try our first transfer.
And whose consciousness will be transferred?
Mine, naturally.
So, there's an urgent message for you from Agent Sandoval.
We've had an accident. One of the biosurrogates has apparently been activated and escaped. He killed a security guard and took his uniform.
Track it down.
I advise we halt the program until we can contain the biosurrogate.
No. Neutralize the biosurrogate before it causes any damage that can jeopardize the program.
Neutralize? I thought that all of Da'an's biosurrogates were harmless.
They were. Until we added a few enhancements.
Major, one of the biosurrogates has escaped. Use whatever resources you have to locate it.
Why are you at Artelligent? This is Don's project.
Did you understand me, Major? We have to contain the biosurrogate before it endangers human life.
The biosurrogates in Don's program don't pose any threat to human life.
This biosurrogate doesn't come from Don's program.
The biosurrogate technology was not intended for war.
We are fighting for our survival. I acted in accordance with my responsibility as the leader of the Talons. If you have a problem with that, I suggest you raise it with the Synod.
I most certainly will. In the interim, we cannot predict what will occur if the biosurrogates are used as fighting machines.
That is true. It is therefore imperative that we proceed with the first consciousness transfer to determine the feasibility of this program.
I demand to be present for the transfer.
That will not be necessary. When we know the results, you will be informed along with the rest of the Synod.
I am not interested in the results of the transfer. I am concerned about the level of safeguards on this project that could endanger human lives.
That is not an issue. Adequate safeguards are in place.
Then how do you explain the biosurrogate that has escaped and has yet to be recovered?
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. That's...
What's it saying to you?
Try the yellow pages. G for garbage removal.
Oh, really? Well, I've got an idea. Why don't you?
On the contrary, it's quite magnificent. Abstract meets Memphis. I don't think I've seen anything quite like it.
Auger. Meet Sparrow. Fellow cyberphile.
Yes, and obviously someone who appreciates fine art as well.
Like this ingenious computer.
Well, yes, it's like everything I own, sir. One of a kind.
Auger, we need your help.
Really? Well, try the yellow pages. C for churches.
Go with me on this one, Auger. You won't be sorry. Especially when you see the technology that Sparrow's been working on.
Ooh.
Amazing commercial potential.
Well, why didn't you just say so? Mikase su casa.
So what do you want, the regular?
An interesting usage for a holograph.
Hello, Lily. My idea of the perfect woman.
I thought Lily permanently reprogrammed her.
Give me a break.
Could you hurry it up, please? Because I haven't got all day.
Okay. Read in these design parameters. Tap into all known satellite tracking facilities and scan for a match to the activated biosurrogate. Serve it up when it's hot. She likes it when I play along.
Well, well. What do we have on this screen?
The Flat Planet Cafe. Like to keep a tab on my investments.
What do you want in a man?
Handsome, intelligent, sensitive, 6'3", 190 pounds. Muscular, funny, mysterious, successful, kind eyes, good with kids and dogs, athletic, loves his mother, and slightly unattainable.
That should narrow the field down to 1 or 2.
One's all it takes.
And after I finish with my accountant, we'll need to discuss the commercial potential of your research. But right now, you're just a guess, so anything you want, okay?
Can I get you some?
I would like to have been briefed on your biosurrogate program.
What you would have liked and not liked is of no concern, Captain. As always, you're on a need-to-know basis, and in this instance, you have no need.
Captain Marquette has a point, Agent Sandoval. Unlike you, she has combat experience. She can understand the logic behind this program better than you.
Why is my combat experience relevant?
You have reviewed the Juridian files in the Talon archives. Do you honestly believe that humanity has the capability to defeat the Juridians?
Not currently, but we will do whatever is necessary to survive. If data on the Juridians was made available to the appropriate military personnel, we could devise a very effective strategy.
That data has already been made available to the President and the Joint Chiefs. They have not responded.
Defeating the Juridians will require more than the will to survive. You need the tools to defeat a race with superior capabilities. Do you deny this?
No, I do not.
This is so great. You're just gonna love it.
Does my appearance upset you?
No. It's just that I've never seen anyone like you before.
Then you must not have been looking very carefully.
Where I come from, people like you just don't exist.
The North Pole.
We'll save that story for another time.
So, what do they do with us, where you come from?
Children born this way are left to the care of nature. Older people simply walked off across the plains and disappeared.
Well, that's certainly one solution.
Come here, Tim. Come on. Hollow Lily just told me that a series of flights landed on the mothership, originating from the Pentagon.
It must have something to do with Zohar's biosurrogate program. I'll let Talon know. Have your scans on the biosurrogate turned anything up yet?
No, not yet, but not to worry. Hollow Lily's on the case.
And the same galvanic skin detectors that I use in my speech program also allow me to write. I am a poet.
Table 3's up, Cat.
Hey, Buttercup, what the hell's up with my steak and eggs? Could have killed the beast and barbecued it by now.
Laid the eggs, too?
I like it when you talk dirty. It's okay, pal. We're legal.
Yeah, maybe in Tijuana.
What do you think you're doing, pal? It's my food. You believe this?
Don't worry about it, Vince. I'll fix you up.
Hey, you got a problem with your hearing? All right, pal, get up. Real slow.
Dispatch! This is Talon.
You're late, Mr. President.
I want to talk directly to Zor.
That's not possible right now. Zor says he'll see you at the presentation for the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
One of your killing machines escapes. You have no idea what it will do, and you want me to endorse this program to the JCS?
We will find a biosurrogate before it causes any harm. The technology's ready. There's no need to delay.
And what happens if you don't find him in time, huh? This program's going to be difficult enough to sell to the American public. The last thing I need is to be in a defensive posture.
I don't believe Zor would consider that his problem.
Zor doesn't run this country. I do.
And would you like to continue, Mr. President?
Is that a threat?
No. Just a subtle reminder that we still live in a democracy. And just in case you've forgotten, Mr. President, our leaders have to be elected. You and your party will be escorted to the meeting room.
Stop where you are! Now, hit the ground face down, hands behind your head. I said, hit the ground face down! Stop!
You must be reconnoitering.
Reconnoitering?
Self-programming. One of those Geridian subroutines that kicks in if the biosurrogate is exposed to a new environment.
One of?
I'm afraid so. The Geridians embedded a whole myriad of complex programs we haven't been able to override yet, like its automatic cloaking response after a confrontation.
And while it's cloaked, how do we find it?
You won't. Unless it needs to defend itself again, gets hungry, or runs into an enemy, which is highly unlikely, considering...
Considering what?
The only enemy he's hardwired to attack are Geridians.
Open email. Send butterfly file to Augur with the following message. Please deliver to Maya.
They lied to us.
What are you talking about?
Our biosurrogate prototype has been confiscated by Zor.
But the transfer is set for tomorrow.
It still is. But it's not going to be you. The whole project is now under the jurisdiction of the Joint Chiefs.
Why the Joint Chiefs?
It's now a military operation. You have all reviewed the data on the Geridians. You know that in order for us to successfully defend ourselves against the Geridians, we require a weapon system that includes the best of both Talon and human technology. These biosurrogates are the perfect conduit for the fighting spirit and military expertise of your men. Once we transfer the consciousness of a trained combat soldier into the biosurrogate, nothing will stand against it, including the Geridians.
The biosurrogates are programmed to instantly evaluate any opposing force.
We will not risk the lives of our men with this theory.
There is no risk.
That's not the way I see it. Not as long as it utilizes the minds of our enlisted men.
The bodies of the men are kept in stasis, General. If the biosurrogate sustains injuries, the human consciousness will simply be downloaded back into its original body, as it will be at the completion of this operation. War without death, gentlemen.
The prayer of every soldier's mother. And what happens if one of our men gets blown away and that chip goes up with him?
It is time to proceed with the first consciousness transfer. We have addressed all of your concerns.
Except for one. What about that biosurrogate that escaped from our Intelligent?
Why have you failed to retrieve it? So you're telling me that the biosurrogates are hardwired with these survival instincts?
Yeah, under Sparrow's program, the biosurrogates' bodies are programmed to solely experience sensations for physically challenged people. Now, the concept is that once the consciousness is transferred, that person's motivation controls the actions of the biosurrogate.
And under Zor's program?
Biosurrogates are now programmed with autonomic nervous system instincts like fight or flight, and with Geridian weaponry.
And the theory is that when a human consciousness is transferred into the body, that consciousness will control these instincts and weaponry.
That's a theory, but the biosurrogate that we're looking for has no human consciousness. It has no purpose other than to act on its most primitive animal instincts.
Well, it's got no agenda. I mean, we can't even guess where it will go because it has no idea itself.
No, not yet. And like the Geridian replicant from which it was conceived, it's programmed to study and learn from everything it sees and experiences exponentially.
With no moral high ground to guide its actions.
No.
Sparrow understands this technology better than any of us. We have to bring him in on this.
The newsstand. Hold it right there. That's right.
There's something that's troubling me about the biosurrogate program, Zor.
Another disaster to report?
No. No, nothing new.
Then what is your problem?
The cadre of men, not to mention resources that will be required to care for millions of soldiers in stasis.
One must always be conscious of the allocation of resources.
Especially in a prolonged war. When a soldier's consciousness can be downloaded from one biosurrogate to another biosurrogate just as easily as...
It can be downloaded from one biosurrogate to its human donor.
Now I understand why you had the Talon imperative implanted in all the biosurrogates.
As I said, Agent Sandoval, one must always be conscious of the allocation of resources, especially in war, where acceptable losses are a fact of life.
And death. Yes.
The biosurrogate has struck a newsstand on Cleveland Street. There's been a killing.
Why are you telling me?
Give you enough time to make the 11 o'clock news.
That's really lovely. I don't remember poetry being one of your requirements in a man. Well, that would fall under the talented and sensitive category. But I cannot believe that one of these guys wrote that.
Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Excuse me.
The poem was beautiful. Thank you.
One moves in their mind and heart, if not in body.
I don't know about that. From what I can see, you move quite well in that chair.
Everything but cartwheels.
In that case, care to dance?
Excuse me, please. Let me through. Please, let me through.
Shame. That was so sweet of you. No, it was stupid. I should have known better.
Just stay back, please. Come on.
Back up. Back up. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to believe the biosurrogate would have uncloaked to attack a police officer.
He didn't. He uncloaked to scan the news.
Your humor escapes me, Major.
Well, he's learning. I mean, first the cop in the diner, the one here. Looks like he's added a new enemy to his program. Any night in blue.
I think he's right.
Right or wrong, I want this area cordoned off within a 5-kilometer radius of this point. There's no reason to believe that the biosurrogate is trying to flee the area. Oh, and Captain, as far as the press is concerned, this is just another random killing.
In 3, 2, rolling.
The Talons, with the full support of the Thompson administration, are attempting to create the perfect warrior.
Maintain this barrier. No one is to come near the crime scene. Captain.
You heard him, everybody.
How the hell did Doors find out about this?
Ronald Sandoval is one of those who is actively cooperating with the Talons in this obscene
It's a matter of
violation.
national security. Vacate the premises or you'll be arrested.
Does freedom of the press still exist in Talon-dominated America? Apparently not.
Mr. Doors, you won't see it coming. But you're a dead man.
You're saying what?
What I am saying is that these biosurrogates may be our only way to defeat the Juridians without
You're supporting Zoor.
No. What I am saying
I
is
can't
that
believe
if
this.
you
Can
would
you
please shut
believe
up
this?
for 1
She is
second,
supporting
you would
Zoor.
see that I am supporting humanity, not Zoor.
The bottom line is, yes, we need this technology, not to defeat the Juridians, but to drive the Talons off our planet.
No, the technology has to be destroyed. If soldiers can't be killed, war becomes a game.
Destroyed. It's a profitable game.
A game that never
You
ends.
just said that.
Quiet! We can't move backwards. The technology exists. Either we have it or the Talons do, and that is our choice.
No, Sparrow's the only one who has the technology in his head. We have to destroy the Talon lab and convince Sparrow never to recreate it.
I won't be party to destroying anything we can use against the Talons.
I'm not asking you to.
Neither can I, Liam.
Fine. Then I guess I'm on my own.
I'm really sorry about last night. Asking you to dance, and never should have.
Turn tail and run. But I couldn't help myself.
I know.
No, you don't.
You're right. How could I know what it feels to be?
That's not what I meant. When I was 18, before I got sick, I was one hell of an athlete. Football, baseball, basketball.
Really?
That's why I ran out last night. The thought of dancing with you and not being able to...
For now. Until you transfer your consciousness into one of your biosurrogates. After which, I'll expect the first dance.
It's a date.
Let me guess. You're still here because you want me to be the press spokesperson for your campaign, right?
Yeah, sure. You're exactly the image I want to project.
Hey, you could do a lot worse, believe me.
You know, your relationship with Sparrow could help us both.
I'm all ears.
Even if Liam convinced Sparrow to destroy his research, Zoor still threw him out of our intelligence, which means he doesn't have access to his files.
Right, and you think that I'm brilliant enough to hack into our intelligence databanks and access Sparrow's files. Is that it? Well, guess what?
Good. Then we are in agreement.
No, we're in agreement about how brilliant I am, but from what I can see, that's as far as it goes.
Look, we both want this technology, but we want it for different reasons. You want to own the world. Me, I want to save it.
Stow the rhetoric for the campaign trail, Doors, but let's assume for a minute that you're right. Why the hell do I need you?
You don't, but why not hedge your bets? If you steal the technology, then sell it to me for a non-competitive use, you win all round.
Okay, well then, let me ask you a question. You know that Kiefer that you just bought? How much did you pay?
3.7 million. Why?
Well, I was thinking it would look really nice right there.
I guess I'm not gonna have much of an art collection left.
Price you pay for dealing with the best.
Yeah.
Your lackey just gave Doors the soundbite of the year.
Would you have preferred that Agent Sandoval allow the press to view the aftermath of the biosurrogate's attack?
Why did you try to cut a deal with Doors behind my back?
I think you are laboring under a false impression.
Oh? Then why haven't you and the Synod endorsed my campaign?
It is immaterial to me who is in the White House. My only priority is my own agenda.
Dare you! I have consistently supported the Talons.
Do not humiliate yourself. You know that you cannot win the election without my support. Order General Cromer to provide the trained soldiers for the consciousness transfer, and I will consider a formal endorsement of your candidacy.
With that biosurrogate on the prowl, you've got a loose cannon, which Doors can use against me. So until it's defused, I'm not going to order Cromer to do anything that he doesn't deem appropriate for the welfare of his men.
Hacking into our intelligence files was the easy part. But if you want Liam to destroy your research so the Talons can't use it, we've got to find a way to get past the security block on your files.
My expertise is in the creation of artificial intelligence, not breaking and entering.
Well, you're going to have to broaden your interests now, aren't you? What was the file name for your research?
Castle. The consciousness is transferred into the biosurrogate, which I consider the castle.
Okay, let's run the code by everything and everyone who lives inside a castle. Ooh, no doubt I am the best.
It's only the first step, Parker. Will you help me?
Help you with what?
John? John, is that you? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you were my boyfriend. He's supposed to meet me here at 11, but I guess he's running late.
Mel.
John.
Hey, man, why don't you take a picture? You've been standing there long enough. Who is this guy, Mel?
I don't know. He's just a guy.
Hey, man, beat it. I'll take over from here. What are you, deaf, man?
John?
You're dead, dude.
John, leave him alone. John, don't. Just leave him. Oh! Please don't. Please leave him. You're gonna hurt him. You're gonna kill him. Stop it.
What do you mean they've all been destroyed?
They've all been vaporized. There's no trace of them. And the intruder that did this also broke into our computer system and erased all the program files.
Is there anything missing?
One of the biosurrogates is missing.
Are you telling me that there's another biosurrogate out there without a consciousness?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Our security system indicates that one of the Artelligent employees performed a consciousness transfer.
Which employee?
Sparrow.
Tell me about the guy who strangled him.
He didn't touch me. I mean, he didn't even move until John attacked him. I just... No, it's like his hand just
crushed his neck, and then he just walked away.
Is this the guy? This officer will help you get cleaned up and take you home. Thank you. Biosurrogate killed again.
Who?
Young kid in the park.
There's been a break-in at our intelligent. Another biosurrogate is missing, and this one has a consciousness that's unaware of its weaponry.
Whose?
Sparrow's.
Sparrow?
And although most Americans dismiss Jonathan Doerr's accusations as campaign rhetoric, this latest murder in Carlsbad Park seems consistent with the details of the secret Talon biosurrogate program outlined by Mr. Doers. Mr. Doers now contends that yesterday's brutal slaying of Sergeant McGuire is also related to this Talon program.
So you and Sparrow destroyed the lab at Artelligent?
No. My criminal activity is limited to breaking and entering. Oh, and stealing. Sparrow destroyed the lab after I helped him and his associate transfer his subconscious into the biosurrogate's body.
Where the hell is he now?
I don't know. We brought this thing back here, and then he just took off.
Sparrow doesn't know the full extent of the technology that Zohr had implanted into the biosurrogate. He may not be in control of himself now.
Maybe. But if he is in control, I bet I know exactly where he's headed.
Scotch neat?
I'm ready for that dance.
Gee, I've never heard that one before. What will you have?
Only what you promised me. First dance.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Yesterday, in the park.
Sparrow?
You remember?
You did it. How does it feel?
I hope you're wearing your dancing shoes.
Maya!
No, Liam, it's okay. It's Sparrow.
Don't try to talk.
I haven't felt this much pain since before I got sick. How fitting I should feel it now as I die.
You're not going to die.
I'm just sorry we didn't get that dance.
We've got to get you back to the lab.
Oh, no, there's no time. I will make it.
How long do we have after you die to transfer your consciousness back?
What do you mean?
Zor told the Joint Chiefs that if a biosurrogate is killed in battle, they can download the consciousness back into the soldier's original body.
Zor lied. There's nothing you can do for me.